Pick up the blitz, flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves.
Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. Pick up the big win. They
go. All right. Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. Live on YouTube. John, Mark's on the way. Got a special guest chilling in the VIP right now. It's my brother Ill Will, No Rules. You'll hear from him in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we live right now. On your TV screens, your mobile devices, laptops and desktops on YouTube and X. So hit that subscribe button, that like, share, comment button. So we here on a Friday night, penultimate night of the NBA season. Only one more game left after the night. Sunday's the last day of the season. We're getting ready for the playoffs. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the play-in tournament, some of these injuries down. Get the thoughts about this 65-game rule that could be costing some of these players some really big awards. Have some news, some NFL news to talk about. Seeing like WNBA players, as soon as they got the deal done, now everyone's getting their bag. So happy for them. But right now, get you updated a little bit what's going on in the National Basketball Association here as we're on game 81 ahead of game 82 on Sunday. So let's get the standings. And right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are up 47-44 on the Rockets. And this game is very crucial because this could be the determination of who can get the 4 or the 5 seed between the Rockets and the Lakers. Right now, if the Lakers win out, they get the 4 seed. But if the Lakers win and the Rockets lost between either tonight or Sunday, then the Lakers can get the 4. So us Laker fans are really rooting for the Timberwolves right now to get this done so we can possibly see the Lakers have home court in the playoffs. So I'm looking at the standings right now, as you see on the screen. Obviously, the Oklahoma City Thunder are officially clinched the best record in the league. You got the Spurs right now at number 2, and they wait on the play-in tournament, on whoever's going to get the play-in tournament. Right now, in the West, the play-in tournament in the West is set. The 7-8 matchup is going to be the Suns and the Clippers to see who gets the 7 seed. The loser of that game still gets a chance to try to compete for the 8th seed. And they will face the winner of the 9-10 matchup between the Portland Trailblazers and the Golden State Warriors. The loser of that game is eliminated from playoff contention overall and gets ready for the draft lottery. Also, you get the rest of the standings. Nuggets 3, Lakers 4, Rockets 5, Timberwolves 6. Over in the East, the Detroit Pistons have pretty much have the number 1 seed on lock for the most of the year. They'll have the number 1 seed. The Celtics, they'll be the number 2 seed. Knicks will be the 3. Looks like the Cavs will fall into the 4. 5 and 6 will be either the Atlanta Hawks or the Toronto Raptors based on what happens on Sunday. Right now, the play-in tournament looks like this. So nothing is set in stone yet. We know that the Miami Heat will be competing for the 8th seed. But the Hornets, the Sixers, the Magic, and the Hornets are all competing to see who gets the 7, the 8, or the 9. So that's the way it's looking right now. What up, Sam? In the standings. So, in fact, the Lakers they're about to start in about 10 minutes. They play the Suns, who are pretty much resting everybody because no Devin Booker. Obviously, they're locked into the 7th, into the play-in tournament, so there was no purpose in them even trying to play anybody tonight. So, at risk injury. So, they're going to hopefully the Lakers take care of business. Right now, the game in Houston is now tied between the Rockets and the Timberwolves. But let's see who comes out on top of this game. Michael. Yeah, let's go Sixers. Oh, let's go Sixers. Michael, you just had to go there. I didn't want to go there, so but we got a Sixers fan here, and I just want to address obviously this obviously tough story with the Sixers, and that was just once again the injury bug, unfortunately, biting Joel Embiid. Y'all ain't see the news. Joel Embiid, he's gonna be. He was diagnosed with appendicitis and had to have an emergency appendectomy. And I don't know that. I'm assuming that basically puts him out for the first round right now. But man, this is just again the bad luck this dude has when it comes. Is just man. It's just sad with Joel Embiid. I have a list here of all the injuries Joel Embiid has suffered, especially around playoff time. He has like the worst luck when it comes to the playoffs. 2018, orbital fracture and concussion. 2019, illness, knee tendonitis. 2020, that was when they was in the bubble. 2021, torn meniscus. 2022, orbital fracture again and a torn thumb ligament. 2023, knee sprain. 24, Bell's palsy. 25, they didn't make the playoffs. And then last year, and then this year now, he gets diagnosed with appendicitis a week before the playoffs start. This dude just has the worst, and I mean the worst luck. I can't even explain it. How this keeps happening to one of the most talented players in the league. What up, Christy? Hey, what's going on, Laker girl? Sam, yeah, I like our chances. I like our. I said it the other day, Sam. I like our chances against Houston only. I don't know about. I don't know about dead fall. Well, we're not gonna fall to the 6 because that's gonna be Minnesota. But I like our chances with Houston in the 4 or 5 matchup. And I kind of liked our chances with Minnesota if we would have still got the 3, but obviously the injuries took place there, and that's why we're not there. So he's out for the season, probably. Yeah, it's just a string of bad luck with Joel and with Joel Embiid. You really can't make this up with him. He's just he did everything right. He came back from the injury, and now he's down again. And like I said, a lot of these injuries they're fluke injuries. They're not happening in the game. Some of them are happening off the court. Just prime example. He didn't wake up. He didn't go to the practice facility and get appendicitis. It happened, and it's a tough break because the Sixers were starting to cook with Paul George coming back from suspension. Tyrese Maxey's had an all-star year. VJ Edgecombe, who's been their rookie sensation out of Baylor, he's had a good year, but it's just it's tough when obviously your top players keep having these injuries around the wrong time of the year, and obviously it sounds like they want to really turn the team over to Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe, but you need Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is one of the best big men in the game, and he can make a difference. But best ability, always learn, is availability. And right now, he's not available. He's not available, unfortunately. So hopefully he'll get healthy, and maybe one day he'll be able. Maybe he'll be right next postseason, but it seems like this postseason is a wrap. Let's go ahead and check the scoreboard right now. In the association right now, like I said, it's game 81 of the playoffs. I mean, of the regular season. We're getting ready for the playoffs. So let's look at the scoreboard right now as teams are trying to get wrapped up for the playoffs and seeding is going on. The Pistons, obviously, like I said, they're set. They beat the Hornets tonight. The Hornets are still trying to see if they can compete for the 7th seed in the play-in tournament. Obviously, the Heat, they're locked into the 10 seed. The Hawks tonight come out and beat the Cavs, who really had nothing to play for tonight. But they're fighting for the 5th seed right now. It's between them and the Toronto Raptors. You know, despite everything going on with the Sixers, they did beat the pathetic Indiana Pacers, who were just trying to lose. And then you have the Knicks. I said they really had nothing to play for. And but the Raptors do, and they lose tonight. The Celtics, they're pretty much locked into the 2. The Pelicans stink. The Magic, they're trying to get the 7th seed. The Bulls stink. Obviously, the Spurs they're locked into the 2, but they still went ahead and took care of business against the Mavericks. But we seen the future of the NBA on display in this game. Wemby had 40, 13, and 5. $40, 13, and 5. And you had Cooper Flag, who had 33, 6, and 5. The Bucks in the Nets game, that's trash. But those are right there how the games are looking, how the games from the finals. Those are some of the finals from earlier. The Nuggets are right now facing the Thunder. And obviously the Nuggets are about 4. The Jazz and Grizzlies, oh my God, that game is pathetic. But the Jazz are destroying the Grizzlies. Like I said, right now the Rockets and the Timberwolves are tied up at 61. The Warriors, they're up on 1 on the Kings. The Clippers and the Blazers, who are locked into the play-in tournament, they're tied up at 19. And the Lakers getting ready to start in a little bit. And that's the way it looks right now. So we got a new feature here on the show, and I want to say shout out to StreamYard for updating for doing a lot of updates on their software, and a lot of talk has been about this 65 game rule, and obviously certain players will probably be unfortunately costing them spots on All NBA, MVP, postseason awards, obviously MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. And this has been a really hot button topic, especially with some of the players who are going to be playing in for these awards. So we got a new feature here where we can put up a poll question, and you can type your response in the chat, 1 or 2. I'm gonna have it up for a while with some work here. Should the NBA eliminate the 65 game rule? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Because I think this has really been hey, thank you, Nessa. Thank you. I try. This has been a real serious discussion about this rule and how you're gonna have players like Cade Cunningham, like Luka. Clearly Wemby played tonight, so he's no longer in this conversation, but so he's gonna be able to compete for to be qualified for All NBA, for MVP, and obviously Defensive Player of the Year. But should the NBA get rid of this rule? Because this rule has currently been a polarizing topic amongst players, amongst fans, because they feel certain players should not be penalized if they've played majority of the season. They should still be able to compete. Now, in fairness, those who are voting the media, they usually vote pretty consistent on games played. So I'm like, 65, okay, but if you need 58 games to qualify for the to be like scoring title, winning these statistical awards, why the heck do we need 65 games then to determine if you're going to be in a postseason award? I don't understand that. And that's what she voted that they should get rid of it. But this is something that needs to be discussed, and we'll discuss it more throughout the show, and obviously throughout the next couple of weeks when obviously All NBA is up for when they have All NBA, when they have announced the finalists for some of these awards. But it's going to be a hot button discussion. Right now, the Timberwolves are up 63-61 on the Rockets right now. 7 for Anthony Edwards, who made his return tonight after missing the last 10 out of the last 12 games with some knee inflammation. As he's currently showing a little rust as he just missed that jump shot in the corner. Kevin Durant, the Rockets have actually been playing real good. I still think the Lakers can get them, but I feel they have hit their stride at the right time. This is why they brought in Kevin Durant, because they had a good team last year, but they just didn't have someone that can probably help them get over the top when it comes to winning postseason games down the stretch in the clutch. But clearly, Kevin Durant is helping them with that, and they're up now, back up by 1. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this going forward with the 65 game rule. Cade Cunningham's going to be another case. You can't tell me Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic, you can name players who had better seasons than them. They should be competing, and they should be awarded for All NBA. Cade Cunningham says him and Luka were both in the MVP discussion. But I really don't know how they're going to handle it. I do think if I'm out Adam Silver, I would get rid of the rule or find some amendment. Luka's trying to amend the rule because he felt, obviously, he did go all the way across the country to see the birth of his daughter. So that's where him and his agent are going to step in and try to see if they can get an exemption for him to be eligible for some of these awards. But yeah, if he did something for his kids, I mean, y'all can't be punishing him for that. Anybody who's a parent would do the same thing. So what up, 504? Good to see you. And right now the Rockets are up by 1 as we have 2:40 left in the first half. 69-68. Oh, Kyle Anderson, good defense on Tari Eason. Slow-mo. So can Udoka get the boys over the hump to try to get them to get them as a true championship contender, as they're up 1 with 2:32 left in the first half. So the Rockets have the ball, and I still feel that this is, I really didn't understand. Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm not putting it all on the players. Load management is not a player thing. That's a team thing. Players want to play. It's all these dang analytics that ain't got in the way of basketball, telling them, oh, they shouldn't play this and play that. If players didn't want to play, then why the heck did Luka pull a hamstring in the last week? Look at what happened with Austin Reeves. Look at what just happened with Wendy with the rib contusion. Cade Cunningham had a collapsed lung. Not everything, I think, is all about load management. I think everyone thought this was supposed to, impede load management, but Clearly, load management wasn't even an issue this year. It was just injuries. Now, if teams are out there in load management, they should be punishing it. They should be punished for it. If teams are out there trying to tank, they should be punished for it. We also saw what happened the other night in the Kings Warriors game where you had a player from the Kings do an intentional foul on Seth Curry because obviously they're trying to tank so they can keep their draft position. But no one talks about that. I thought what Draymond Green point was right. This was a player, they be fined already. But no one wants to find the owner. Nobody wants to find the owners for what they do. Do thing. Look, I know what load management was meant to. What load management has done to the game is not good, but I think this had nothing to do with load management. I think this was just a bad string of luck. And let me say this: the rule has worked because players are playing their games, and most players do. We haven't had an MVP playing less than 60 games since Bill Walton in like the 70s. So I think everyone went to the load management thing saying that this is all because of load management. No, this was had nothing to do with that. I think analytics had a bigger problem in why a lot of these injuries happen. Why a lot of these players are missing games. I don't think players just say that they wake up one more and say I didn't want to play. You don't see LeBron load managing. He wants to play. But as he got older, he can't play back-to-backs. And that's another thing people wonder. Why don't they get rid of back-to-backs? They're not going to because they don't know how to replace that revenue. The 3 seed is out the window, Paco. They're gonna have to settle for the 4. The 3 seed is definitely out the window because the Nuggets are gonna win their final 2 games. They're playing an OKC team who's not playing nobody because they have nothing to play for, and then they get the Spurs on Sunday who don't have nothing to play for. So yeah, if your hopes for the Lakers are to get in the 3 seed, those dreams have been devoured by the Denver Nuggets. They'll be the 3. We'll be the 4, hopefully the 4 seed, and have home court against the Rockets. As Kyle Anderson just missed a free throw. Be with the 4th too, but I mean, just get in the dance. Obviously, no Luka, no Austin Reeves. The Lakers will have an uphill battle to climb in the postseason, but I still think they can get it. I still think they can beat the Rockets. To be honest, I'm just saying it. I think this is the best matchup for them. I think the Rockets in Minnesota would have been perfect. If they would have fell to the 6th seed and played the Nuggets, they would have gotten 1 game. On the injuries, it's bad luck. Austin Reeves got misdiagnosed. It was he got a bad MR, he got a bad scan, and going to find out he had a serious injury. With Luka, it was just bad luck. He pulled a hamstring. So that's what I say. I don't think the injuries were bad. I mean, now personally, should they have been out there when you're down by almost 40 points? Absolutely not. That's one of the games you just put it. You just got JJ has to learn. No matter how much crying you can get back into the game, some games are just over before they start. And the Thunder Laker game was over before it started. Don't even start what happened on Tuesday with no LeBron, no Luka, or Austin Reeves. That was the Lakers fielded the G League team on Tuesday. But when LeBron was playing last night, they got the W. Yeah, look, you can. I hope they beat Houston, but if you're hoping for the 3 seed, it's not gonna happen. Because Thompson misses the jumper, and that's halftime. The Rockets are up by 4 on the Timberwolves. Yo, this story with Mike Vrabel and Daniel Senior is crazy. If I heard this story, and I don't really get too much into gossip and stuff, but it's kind of sports related. Let me switch over to NFL real quick before Mark get here, and we'll go back to the NBA to get his thoughts on this NBA on this NBA stuff. I'm asking, do you still? I have hope that they can get out of the first round. I don't know. It's not going to be easy, but I think they can beat Houston. It might have to take 6 or 7 games to do it, but I still think they can get out of the first round. It's just going to take. It's just going to take a little bit of luck on our side for it to happen. But I do think they can get out of the first round if they can just go unscathed this final 2 games. Don't have no more injuries. That's Mark. Yeah, so and Mark's gonna be here in a second. Vrabel, man, look at this story. Look, I'm not gonna speculate anything. I've seen the story, and I'm just gonna say it like this, because obviously I know I do Sports4U wrestling on Wednesdays, Tribal Warzone on Mondays, or Monday Night Raw. I don't care who's smashing who. That's their business. Them are grown adults, and that their families have to deal with that issue. They let their families deal with that. So, but real quick, like, so because I just saw the alert from ESPN said the Athletic is reinvestigating the story. So those who don't know the story, Mike Diana Orsini, who's a reporter for the Athletics, used to be an NFL insider for the Athletics. She
getting her cheeks clapped.
Yo, you good? And now we all know who Mike Vrabel is, the coach of the AFC champion.
The one who clapping her cheeks.
Yo, Mark, you all right, man?
Oh, my bad.
So there these pictures of them that have circulated, and obviously they both ended denial. And like I said, I'm just gonna say this: as far as with Diana Orsini and Mike Vrabel, that's their bit. That's between them and their families. If they're doing it, if they're having a relationship, yeah,
Taco, what up?
If they're in a relationship, that family's going to have to deal with that.
Sam said, Diana Taurasi. I mean,
I haven't seen that anywhere, Sam. Last time I know, she was still married. I know, but all these videos that came out recently about how some of the comments she done made about her marriage are pretty not cool. But I'm gonna just say this because obviously I had got the alert just now from ESPN. It's their business. That's their business, and the truth will come. Whatever happens in the dark will come to the light. And
whoever came in the dark had to show up in the light.
Yo, you good? But we'll see. All right, Mark, you're here. I'm gonna reset everything. Yeah, I'm not talking about it. The only thing that I'm staying on is the fact that they said the Athletic, who is her employer, are investigating the story as a company. Everything else with their family, that's between them. But the Athletic is investigating because she is one of their top insiders when it comes to breaking about the NFL. She was really good. She's been very good at her job for a long time, whether it was at the Washington Post or obviously at ESPN. Are you good?
What happened? He said she was doing a good job, right?
Yo, you all right, man? Yeah, I'm not gonna bring up what happened with Steve McNair. Y'all saw the untold on that, and I still think some of that was a little bit not told. They didn't tell the whole story on that either on the Netflix part, but the podcast will tell you the real deal. All right, Mark, I'm gonna go back to the NBA now that you're here. Obviously, it's the penultimate week before the NBA season. I want to get your thoughts on some of these NBA stories we're gonna talk about. So let's go ahead and discuss right now with the standings right now. So this is the way the bracket is looking right now. OKC is going to be the one in the OKC and the Spurs are going to have the top 2 spots in the West. And then hold on. What the hell is it? Dog, turn the light on or something. Man, my mom's walking in to be oh, you good? I was like, you said you was good. All right, cool. All right. Here's the deal. So here's the standings right now. And that is Thunder 1, Spurs 2. The Nuggets will be 3 right now. And barring a miracle from these last 2 games, they'll be the 3. The question is who will be the 4 or the 5 between the Lakers and the Rockets. Right now, the Rockets are up at 4 by halftime. Minnesota, the Lakers are about to start with the Suns, who are not playing anybody because clearly they're already in the play-in tournament, so they have no purpose to play anybody. And the Timberwolves will be locked in at the 6. So the play-in tournament is set in the West. Suns, Clippers, Blazers, Warriors. Let's go there because we'll talk about that more on Tuesday after the official bracket is set. But who you got coming out of the play-in tournament?
Clippers and is Steph playing? Clippers and Warriors.
So that means you will have the Warriors beating the Blazers, and then the loser, then they'll have to beat the Suns to be the 8th seed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I actually do want to see that. But I just feel bad the Warriors are going to be destroyed by OKC because I watched that game last night when they played the Lakers. That wasn't your mama's Warriors. They like a straight.
You said Hoochie Mama Warriors?
No, they ain't. Those weren't your mama's Golden State Warriors.
Remember what happened to Steve McNair? What the?
Well, I don't think it's going to get that serious. I don't want that to happen to anybody. That was just sad. But over in the East, the Pistons, they're locked in at 1. The Celtics will be locked in at 2. The Knicks are going to be locked in at 3. The Cavs will be locked in at 4. The 5 and the 6 match seed is still what's going to be up for debate, and that's between the Hawks and the Raptors, and then you got at the 7th, and then the play-in tournament is not set. We know the Heat are going to be the Heat are more likely going to be the 10 seed, but still up in the air with the Magic, the Sixers, and the Hornets. Those will be the 4 teams playing in the play-in. But who comes out of the East in the play-in?
I want to see the Magic and the Hornets. Honestly, I think the Heat is going to win. It just seems like when it comes time to buckle down, the Heat just knows how to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see the Hornets. I want to see the Hornets make the playoffs. Man, actually, they play tonight. I want to see the Hornets get the AC and they play Detroit. I think that's going to be a good series.
I cannot wait. We'll know the series. We'll know that by Sunday, but I think it's going to be the Magic and the Hornets.
Hungry as shit.
Are going to be the play-in tournaments in the play-in tournament. But yeah, we talk about the play-in tournament. Oh, looking at this, Mark. Got some more bad. It was just sometimes bad luck. Bad luck just follows them all the time, and that's why I can say with Joel Embiid, bad luck just follows Joel Embiid wherever he goes. I'm saying that because now he's been diagnosed with appendicitis. He had to have emergency appendectomy, and now his pretty much I think his postseason is done. And the Sixers were just getting back going. And they looked like they was ready to try to make some noise, maybe be a threat in the first round. But they get this news, and Joel Embiid has to have an emergency appendectomy. Again, it's not none of his fault. It just some dudes just have bad luck when it comes to injuries. And Joel Embiid is one of them.
Man.
And this ain't even an injury. This is just he just had a bad. You woke up with a bad. His appendix just went bad.
I want to say this, man, and I it's messed up because I think it's falling on Joel Embiid, but I think this is 76er karma
From the process.
Mm-hmm.
Let that be a note. Tanking never prospers, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that, but they took tanking to a whole nother level. They was tanking for like 7 years, dog.
They was the trust the process, Sam Hinkie, and all that crap.
Yeah. I just think I think this is karma, bad karma coming back for him, man. And it sucks that it's happened to Joel Embiid.
Well, that's why. Well, what's his nickname?
What?
The process.
Oh, yeah. I think that if he would have got drafted, say by anybody else, dog, I don't think a lot of these injuries happened to him. I just think this is bad karma for Philly, man.
Here's the deal. It's bad, and like I said, I can hear you on the karma part because Joel Embiid didn't ask for none of this at all. But man, you want to talk about a string of bad luck? Look at these injuries, Mark, since 2018: orbital fracture and a concussion, illness, knee tendonitis. 2020, it was in the bubble. 2021, torn meniscus. 2022, he had an orbital fracture again and a torn thumb ligament. 23, a knee sprain. 24, he had Bell's palsy. They didn't make the playoffs last year. And then now he gets appendicitis the week before the playoffs.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I just think this is bad karma for the 76ers, man.
I wish Joel Embiid good health going forward, but dang, this stinks. All right, Mark, it's a new feature that's been added to StreamYard, and now we can put up poll questions.
Excuse me?
Poll questions.
Oh, okay.
You all right?
Listen, I just want to make sure I heard what I heard.
But when you look at what's going on in the NBA, okay, Cunningham came back. Luka, we don't know. Luka's not coming back. Yeah, chance in my fortune isn't a fortune, and it kind of hits home. Yeah, I know what you're going. Yeah, Sam, it's and prayers for you, and keep fighting that good fight, brother. We praying for you. But the poll questions I put up is regarding the 65 game rule, and obviously, Cade Cunningham might miss all NBA and MVP votes. Luka, he's trying to appeal because obviously, and obviously, one of those games he missed were because he had to go all the way back to Slovenia for the birth of his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Wemby played tonight, so clearly he's not going to miss any more games.
Hopefully.
Well, he doesn't. It don't matter now. He's eligible for awards.
Oh, okay.
So he played tonight. Matter of fact, he put up 30, 13, and 5 against the Dallas Mavericks, and Cooper Flag responded with 33.
Jeez.
But yeah. So now so much for a rib contusion. But yeah, the question I've asked, and that's voted yes. Should the NBA get rid of the 65 game rule?
Absolutely, yes. Because I can't see, and they should do it now too, like before the season's over with. Because imagine having an All NBA team. You have no Luka, no Jokic. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
You cannot tell me.
No Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, you cannot. Anthony Edwards is already not eligible. You can't tell me there was 15 players in the league that had better years than Kay Cunningham and Luka Doncic. No, you cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me there was 15 players who had a better year than Jokic, who led the NBA in rebounds and assists as a center. Make that make sense. You cannot tell me that.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that immediately, like right now.
I know this was supposed to be a way to try to circumvent load management and all that stuff, but it wasn't low. This is clearly not load management. This is clearly injuries. And you had Kay Cunningham playing like 60 games. You had Luka playing over 60 games. Wemby's played over 60 games. But you need only 58 games to be eligible to win like the scoring title and stuff.
Is load management like edging?
Yo, you good, man? You good?
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
That's my bad. That was unfortunate and uncalled for and unnecessary.
But
I'm working on me.
But yeah, they need to fix that ASAP. And because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see players who earned the right to be rewarded as some of the best not get their just due because of a stupid stipulation in their in this collective bargaining agreement. It makes no sense. Get rid of the 65 game rule. I know what Vincent Goodwill said the other day, talking about that if you don't make 65 and you get to 58, then you should still be eligible for All NBA, but not first team, but the second and third team, and you can't be eligible for postseason awards. I'm like, no, that's crap.
I think it depends on what it is. Like, if we have some of these players, we do see some of these players that does take too many games for the load management pause or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
But if it's legit injuries, man, like Jokic, man, I don't know how many games he's gonna end up playing, but like you said, there's not no way it should be an NBA season, and he had the year he had, and he's not on none of the All NBA teams. This 65 game rule is gonna help the Lakers because now the Lakers don't have to pay Luka all that money, but that hurt Luka because he missed on all that money, and there's legit injuries.
Yeah, they need to fix that. And fix it soon, please. But yeah, I agree that they should get rid of the rule because this is most years who's going to be All NBA and it's not going to be close. But now this year is one of those years where it needs to be.
We about to have like. Nope, I'm not saying nobody. We're gonna have some unexpected players on the All NBA teams this year.
I agree, and I don't think it's fair. If I don't see Kay Cunningham, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic on the first team, I think that needs to be researched. That really needs to be researched. Speaking of NBA teams, how about the WNBA? So now they get the CBA done, and everybody's getting their millions now. So you saw today. Bunch of players getting these $1 million super maxes. I saw Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Mitchell, Jackie Young, even Brittany Griner just now. They're getting 7-figure deals right now. I want to find some of these deals that
Brittany Griner got a 7-figure deal?
Yeah, I just saw she just signed a deal with the Connecticut's a 1-year deal with the Connecticut Sun. Yeah, she's finalizing.
Wait, Brittany Griner?
Yes.
So she not with Atlanta no more?
No, she is finalizing a 7-figure deal with the Connecticut Sun.
Shit.
By the way, which means next year. What up, Joe? Hope you're feeling better. Which means she'll be in Houston next year because the Connecticut Sun are moving to Houston. Kelsey Mitchell, she got a 1-year, $1.4 million deal.
I want to know how much Asia Wilson got.
She hasn't got paid yet. Arike Ngumwale, she's signing a 7-figure deal to stay with the Dallas Wings. Like I said, a lot of these deals. I said Chelsea Gray just signed a 3-year, multi-million-dollar deal. So yeah, and shout out to Nneka Ogwumike, who's the president of the WNBA Players Association. She's coming back to the Sparks, so probably. At the end of she's about near the end of her career. She's probably getting ready to retire.
Retire a Spark?
Yeah. So, but that's
yours?
Yes, me. Yeah, so shout out to all these women who got their bags today, and obviously all eyes are gonna be on what happens with Asia Wilson. Just go ahead. I don't even know what's taking that so long. Mark Davis, don't screw this up.
Mark Davis, give her like $4 million.
Really, it shouldn't even be a discussion. Best player in the league. She's the face
By
of the,
far.
face of the league. She's clearly, by the way, she just saw her in a commercial for that new movie out about Italy. Her and Bam Adebayo did a commercial about that movie, basically for that movie. So shout out
in the movie, or she just did a commercial for it?
She did a commercial for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did a commercial. Her and Bam Adebayo just did a commercial for it. But yeah, congratulations to all the ladies who got who getting their money now, and hope this is the start of something new. Like I said, we're not going to hear too long because obviously we're getting ready for the playoffs next week, and we'll be definitely talking about that more on Tuesday. Because that way next week only one show. Because once again, I'll be on the road. I'll be back in Vegas next week. So yeah, Mania week. Yeah, the boys coming back to Sin City. Yeah, and it's going to be, so make sure y'all following. But got some other news in the NFL as we go in NFL. Oh, this shirt? Hold on, Mark. Sorry, my bad, Mark. Oh, this back-to-back world champion Dodgers t-shirt? That shirt, I know. Yeah. Shout out to my man Golden Javi, aka Golden Knight, for the shirt. Yeah, Fab Four Mania is taking over Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to the back-to-back champion. Dodgers are right now playing the Texas Rangers. I haven't checked the score, but go get the W. We took 5 out of 6 on the road. We didn't get the sweep in Toronto, but we took 2 out of 3. So beggars can't be choosers. Got some NFL news to talk about. We're 2 weeks away from the draft. As y'all know, we're getting ready for our NFL draft show in 2 weeks. 2 from Thursday, from yesterday.
Oh, did Will talk to you?
Yeah, we just got confirmed.
Okay.
Just confirmed that. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun night that night. April 23rd, Sports4U draft show going down for night 1 of the NFL draft. We're gonna have some special guests in the building. It's gonna be CCN. It's gonna be the family. It has to put like that.
Inglewood?
Not those. Well, Inglewood will be in the house.
Inglewood will be in the house.
Inglewood will be in the house. I don't know about the other part, but Inglewood will be in the house.
Shout out to Inglewood, Jared.
Let's get some breaking news today. So obviously,
the Bills traded for Dexter Lawrence.
Oh, by the way, speaking of your Bills, I know I'll be in WrestleMania next week. I'm going to the SiriusXM Busted Open Radio party.
Excuse me?
Busted Open Radio. I'm gonna say them words separately.
Wait, you going to a show that tells you to bust it open?
No, that's the. All right, dude, we're not gonna do this.
No. John, you got to explain it because I don't know what Busted Open.
That's the name of the show. It's called Busted Open. It's a wrestling show on SiriusXM on their wrestling channel. But I will be there. The Fab Four will be there. So shout out to them. They send me a personal invitation because obviously I'm a SiriusXM subscriber. So they say, yeah, you're welcome to join us. And yeah, I confirmed today, and the boy will be in the building. But I did see some of the guests who are going to be there, and one is going to be one of your boys. Your boy Deion Dawkins will be one of the guests on the panel. So I'll tell him you said what's up from the Buffalo Bills. So shout out to Deion Dawkins, and
as long as he don't bust it open, that's crazy.
No, I want to see no dude bust it open at all, ever. But yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey, he back here tripping, ain't he?
I'm tripping. You don't want to. I said I don't.
Fam.
Yeah. We ain't finna start this on a Friday. I said anyway. It was out here just wild. It was just out here wild. See, like no rules in the house. It's just everything. Just
no rules in the building. You heard?
But thinking of, there are gonna be rules for Travis Hunter next season. And let me get my man Ill Will. Get here in the studio, bro.
Oh,
man, we gotta talk about this one. Ill Will's gonna come in here in the studio because I want to get your thoughts on this because you're a former athlete.
Sup with it, dog? You know what I'm talking
about? Grab the chair right there. Grab the headset right there. And I'll let y'all talk. I'll let y'all start this, but I want to get your thoughts on it. And I'm gonna go close up the house right quick. You
right there. You do what?
Close the blinds.
I know what you did. Where they at?
I said the buttons on the windows, man. No, you get right there. You get. I'm gonna prop the laptop up. So just waiting for you to get in the studio. So you get. No, you good. Just grab the headset right there, and you are good. I was waiting in the fridge. All right, go ahead and grab my headphones, brother. You know how this goes. Yeah, cool. I hit the ones in the front of the living room too. So turn the light on. Nah, well, I was thinking about that going to get some Chinese food earlier. Man, mom was talking about that. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead and talk, Will.
All right, where we at, man? You got me?
Good, got you. How you like it sound? It sound good?
What am I hearing? The music?
Well, can you hear how you sound? How you like how your voice sound?
I can't hear me.
Oh, let me turn it up a little bit.
Yo.
Hold on.
Yeah, I can't. All I hear is music.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you can't hear me at all.
Look at that. All right, turn it up. Go ahead.
Is this music turning up?
Okay, let me turn it up. Let me turn it down there. Okay. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
Yo, nope.
You can't hear
I just hear music.
All right, but here's a question I want to ask.
I hear it. It was coming in right now. There you go. Oh, a little what? No, you got it. Oh, it went away. Yo. It might be the wires, John, because it's going. Whatever you're doing right there is going in and out.
Yeah, that's the wire I'm trying to get it. So I'm trying to get it right. All right, I'm trying to get it right. We'll get it right. But
there you go. Oh, shit went away.
See.
The shit got a shortage.
Yeah, bitch. I was saying, okay, Will, they say they can hear you.
They can?
Yeah. All right, here's the question. So, Will, you were for those who know, Will play high school football. And obviously, I'm gonna ask you this: what position did you play in high school?
Receiver.
Did you ever play on the other side of the field?
When I was a sophomore, I played safety.
Okay, so this is good
for like a game or two.
Okay, so you didn't do it full time.
Nah.
All right, and that's obviously been the story with Travis Hunter. So we all know about Travis Hunter when he got drafted last year. The former Heisman Trophy winner, of course, was going to be a two-way player, trying to be a two-way player. So we know he missed the last half of the season due to a LCL injury in his knee. During the owners meetings, league meetings, his head coach Liam Cohen did speak and said, "What up, Candace?" That starting next year, he's going to be a full-time cornerback, part-time wide receiver. So I'm gonna ask you guys this. I'm gonna start with you, Will. If you were Travis Hunter, do you think? First of all, do you like this move by Liam Cohen saying, "Okay, we're not gonna treat you like you're a gimmick player. We're gonna keep your focus on one side of the field, but if we need you on the other side of the field, we'll call you
for some packages." Yeah,
right.
I feel like it was coming. That I'm assuming he's the best at corner, so that's why they chose to have him be a full-time corner. I saw something that said they'll have some packages for him at receiver if need be.
Right.
So I feel like they just chose the best position that he's the position that he's the best at. And then at the end of the day, we ain't never seen no NFL star
go both
ways full time.
Yeah.
We never like Deion didn't do it full time. Charles Woodson didn't do it full time. I think the most we probably seen was probably like back in the day, like if niggas remember like Mel Gray. Mel Gray had like he had it full time for like maybe like 4 years, and then it kind of died out and he became just more of a special teams player. So
who's Jacksonville receivers? I know Brian Thomas.
Is Brian Thomas him? I forgot they had other receivers.
Do they have like decent to good receivers?
I don't think they like. I mean, obviously Brian Thomas is good. He's good, but I think they got their receivers are pretty are average. And but even without him, Trevor Lawrence they were still getting points in that offense.
I feel like what I seen from him last year, he looked really good once he focused on offense. I'm not sure what their cornerback situation looked like. I'm not too much into Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville might have put him where they needed him more.
I think that's where a lot of people feel.
Yeah, instead of, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying he was a bad corner, but once he started playing just focusing on receiver, he started looking better. You know what I'm saying? Routes became more crispier. You start seeing the development of it.
Hey, didn't Charles Woodson say that he felt like
he was a better receiver?
I thought he said he was going to be he was going to end up being a corner, full-time corner. I could be wrong. I thought he said corner.
He might have said it.
I think most people really feel like he would be a better corner. And I know to play corner, it takes it's a different skill level to play corner. So if you're even decent to good, you know what I'm saying, as you above where most people are. But like I said, once I seen him at receiver and I just started looking at him playing receiver, I said he got a future at receiver.
I'm looking at Travis Hunter's. We got Travis Hunter's numbers from last year. So he only had 28 receptions, 293 yards, 8 yards, 1 touchdown, and then he only had like 11 tackles, 4 for loss. Let me go back to his he had 11 combined tackles, 4 assisted, sacks, no interceptions last year. So like I said, like the defense in Jacksonville, they did need some help, and I think maybe like Mark was saying, that's where Liam Cohen decided, okay, we need to make that the prime priority for him. But obviously, because remember, Patrick Peterson tried to do this a few years ago, but clearly he was always known as a cornerback.
It's tough in the NFL, man. It's tough to go both ways, man. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body, man. A lot of wear and tear on your body.
And even in college, I mean, we thought about
Chris. What up?
What, Chris? When you think about college, he won the Heisman doing this, but that's in college where you're pretty much a more superior athlete than most of the players in the league. I mean, in college, but when you get to NFL, where's the grown man's game? You're not athleticism is not gonna.
Dog,
it's not going to get you everywhere.
You got DNs that can be just as athletic as you are as a
and
corner.
Fast.
And fast. That's what I'm saying.
This niggas is 7 feet running 4 threes.
It's
300 pounds.
370.
These dudes out here doing crazy stuff, man.
Hey.
You got 800-pound Negroes running 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. When you in college. And you know, we'll speak to this even if it's in a different sport. If you a pro level athlete in college, you pretty much are like a man amongst, like you level up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are. It shows.
It shows.
And even that don't even mean
that you're
gonna be successful when you reach the pros.
When you get to the pros, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think for him, and I'm specifically speak just for him because there's been other college players. Even in college, that you have to be top athletes to do both ways. Charles Woodson, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember even Champ was trying to do it for a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to be like one of them special players.
Yeah.
I think Travis Hunter can actually play both ways, but like I said, dog, it's taxing on your body at the NFL level, man. Dog, it's like they said, it's like a car accident every play, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they feel like the corner he could be the most successful at. I mean, because honestly, like you said, you saw him.
He looked good at receiver. I also, my bad, Will. I also feel like if he reached the top cornerback, it's not gonna be as paid as the top receiver is.
Oh, of course, right.
So
right.
I think that again, long run, I think Jacksonville's looking out for Jacksonville, not so much Travis Hunter.
He's talking about, but he still can get paid as a corner though.
Yeah, but you max out higher.
Yeah, but that's just the nature of the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why they put him there. So, like, let's just say at best case scenario, he's top 5 corner in the league. When it's time for him to get his contract.
Mm-hmm.
If he's top 5 receiver in the league, you paying him a lot more at receiver than you will be at corner.
But let me ask y'all this though, like, and that's what I'm about to say. You saw him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody know I'm a little bit biased when it comes to receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Even from what I saw in college, he's for sure an athlete. He's an athlete for sure. That's why I'm gonna ask y'all, and you said you saw him. John read the stats. It said, what did he say, John? He had 28 catches.
28 catches, about 298 yards.
He also got hurt, right?
Touchdown.
Yeah, he missed the
But
final.
he also wasn't playing full time at receiver, even to start off the season.
Did he get hurt at receiver or did he get hurt on playing corner?
Well, it was in practice they discovered he got hurt. So we don't know if it was what he was practice. He was dealing with a knee injury, and then they found out he had a sprained LCL. So
they set him.
They shut him down
just for precautionary reasons.
So, I'm gonna say this based on what I saw him in college. Like, to me, there's a difference when you're an athletic guy playing receiver that's just pulling out to say the skill position, but the skill position we choosing is receiver.
Right.
It's a difference when you're just athletic playing it versus, and I'm not saying he don't know how to play it, but when you're using wide receiver techniques versus athleticism. What I saw in college, I didn't see him at all in the pros playing receiver. But what I saw, and he balled, but what I saw in college, I was like, he's an athletic guy. And then on top of being an athletic guy, I looked at his size, and I'm like, for him to be the X, I'm like, that dude don't got, he didn't have no weight.
Yeah.
It don't get me wrong. Like, see, NFL different, man. Like, I think, we all know they give you pounds. Like, Travis Hunter looked like he really probably only like 165, 170.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And unless there's only one person in his career I feel like started to go down, but his first couple years in the league. Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think at receiver Travis Hunter was better than Deshaun Jackson? And that's a little guy.
No.
And that's what I'm saying. Deshaun Jackson was.
Well, no. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. I think Deshaun Jackson focused on receiver from jump before Travis Hunter, way before Travis Hunter. So
right. That's what I'm saying. He was.
But when I say he started to look better, is I've seen him in OTAs. Travis Hunter, dog. When he was running like ends. He's rounding the routes. It's not crisp. It's not, what I'm saying. You can see where it has to get better at. And I'm talking to you about receiver because that's towards the end. Well, before he got hurt, when you start seeing him even in games, even when they wasn't throwing the ball, you seeing the routes get. I'm not saying it was the best of routes.
It's getting better.
You can see him improve, and that's why I said, like, if you just let him focus on it, I can see him getting better.
I mean, he's definitely athletic enough to do it.
But I think naturally, like, they probably would be a better corner. But like I said, dog, I think if you give him a chance to develop at receiver, I can see him being up to a number 2 at his peak. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't arguing with you.
Yeah.
I mean, because I will say that he is the athleticism I seen. He definitely can get it. I think he fits the new protege of these corners now. Yeah. If you look at them, like, they lanky, they skinny.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. And like I said, I thought, I could be wrong, John. You probably got to find it. I thought Charles Woodson said that he would be a better receiver a better corner in the NFL as far as being successful.
I can find it, but I always thought when he came out of the draft that he should have focused on being a corner. And I always felt that way because I just felt like Mark said earlier, the money's going to be there. You're going to find, obviously, the receiver. I know how good the receiver money is. We just saw what JSN got. We know what Puka might get. But
Pass.
Good pass by Şengün to Thompson. They're back up 1. I just always felt that he would benefit more being a cornerback because he can affect the game on every play because offense he might not get all the possessions unless he's the number 1 because obviously they was always the talk about maybe they was gonna try to trade Brian Thomas Jr. but it nothing really came.
And
to
he
it.
had a bad year last year too, Brian Thomas Jr.
So by the way, I actually did have the he was on John Gruden's podcast. I'll play it in a second. So
Who is that?
Charles Woodson. He was on John Gruden's podcast when he was talking about Travis Hunter. So I always thought he made the right decision going. I think it's the right decision for him to go corner, but I think he would benefit more, and he's probably gonna be more used that way because obviously you're not gonna get the ball every play like you did when you were
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the ball every play when you're like in the NFL.
They have Jacksonville receiving core is, again, the names might not be big names, but these are good receivers, man. Brian Thomas Jr.,
Yeah,
Parker Washington,
yeah, he was good.
and Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, they got Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he would be above those 3 right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I think I'm looking at their cornerbacks.
So here's what this Will was.
Yeah, he's for sure. He's for sure. Yeah, he's for sure.
Here's what John Gruden's. This was Charles Woodson. He was on John Gruden's podcast talking about Travis Hunter.
All the talk of Travis Hunter,
Mhm.
who wins the Heisman. He's compared to you
Mhm.
from the standpoint they play both ways.
Mhm.
Is it possible for him
I can't
to
hear
play
shit.
both ways in the NFL?
I think that it's possible in terms of if you want to put him out there, play here, play there, but not like he did in college. Your body's it's not gonna hold up. If he was to, try to do that in the NFL, he'll age in dog years, and it'll be over before he knows it. So
Y'all just
I
tell me
think
what he said.
He's such a phenomenal athlete. He's a guy that I feel like you do want the ball in his hands. Put him out there on offense, man, and let him play wide receiver. And if you have a player or 2 or something, you want to throw him on defense, fine.
Yeah.
But let him go out there and be an athlete on the offensive side of the ball.
He said,
I think you'll get the most out of
he pretty much
All
was saying the
the
same
talk
thing. You
of
saying he's
Travis
a great athlete, but he said you want the ball in his hands, so put him in there on offense.
On offense?
Yeah,
Okay.
he said let him put him in on offense, and then if you want him to throw him in on defense every once in a while, go ahead and do it. But he said he is one of those players that you want the ball in his hands.
Okay. As I say, I feel like the athleticism I saw was there.
Yeah, no, it's there.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
It's there.
It was there. It's just a matter of, to me, it also depended on what team he was going to. Now at that time, he was when the draft was happening, the Browns had
The Browns had
the
him.
number 2 pick. And then Jacksonville was like, okay, well, we'll send y'all one this year and move up to 2 to get him. Because I think a lot of people felt, okay, if he goes to the Browns at 2, then what the Browns somehow get Shador,
Which they end up doing.
Maybe they can
Recreate
what they
Colorado,
did in Colorado,
yeah.
but the Browns ended up trading the 2 pick to Jacksonville. Jacksonville took him. So that's where that goes. But I think he's gonna be a good corner. We'll see. And obviously he's definitely gonna impact the game on offense, but I really want to see how he impacts the game on defense. And we might have this discussion again next offseason, depending on how he plays, but he's gonna take some time. You got him for 4 to 5 years. So let's see how he does. Probably doing something he hasn't done probably since middle school or high school, and that's focus on one position.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question real quick?
Go ahead.
This from my boy B.
What up, B?
He a Browns fan. The Browns got the 6th pick right now.
Mm-hmm.
He feel like they're going to trade down to have more picks next year.
It's not out the wrong possibility.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Browns fan, their defense is I think the defense is solid. I'm not sure if there's a player on offense I would pick at 6.
They
That's gonna change.
need a tackle.
That's gonna alter. Yeah, but that's not gonna alter the. I don't think that's gonna alter the Brown. I think next year's draft is more stacked.
Receiver, though, this year. They need a receiver.
You taking what receivers? What will be the
At 6.
What will be the first receiver coming out? It's not Mekhi Lemon.
That dude from USC.
Yeah, that's the dude from USC.
What about the other dude?
Jordan Tyson.
He's going to be very polarizing because his medical is going to determine where he's drafted.
It's another guy too, though, right?
Cornell
Ohio State.
He's probably going to. He's the other receiver.
Are you taking him at 6?
I saw the latest mock draft we had on the show from Peter Schrager from ESPN had the Browns taking Cardinal Tate at 6.
That's what I was saying. I feel like the Browns need a tackle or a receiver.
I'm not mad at that.
But with the picks that they have, they can get both. It's just it just depends on.
Do they have one pick this year in the first round or 2?
They have 2.
They got 2.
They have their pick and they have Jacksonville's pick.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
No. Oh yeah, no.
That's why I was like trade down from the 6th pick.
I would keep it.
No, they have their pick. They get the Jaguars
I would
pick,
keep it.
and they get
But
the
like I
Jaguars
said, I
pick.
know next year's draft. What they saying right now is
They talking about
the loaded draft.
I saw something yesterday that said that next year draft is supposed to be the greatest quarterback draft.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not doing that.
And
Yeah,
I'm
not doing that.
I mean, they do that every year. Sometimes when they do that sometimes drafts hit, sometimes miss. But it all depends on how these dudes play. We got to see how Arch.
The last good quarterback draft was what Josh Allen Lamar draft 2018.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where you had we got 3. We got now you look at it 4 successful. 2 MVPs, 4 Pro Bowlers, and 1 Super Bowl champion now because Sam Darnold. Yeah,
and the one who everybody had was number 1 is not even in the league no more. Didn't Josh Rosen Josh Rosen got drafted.
Baker Mayfield was number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Josh Rosen was the 7th.
That's
pick.
crazy.
And not by the way, I think he's a banker now, like a stock
financially. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have been that. He should have been at UCLA because he was sorry. Never mind. Whoever thought Josh Rosen was going to be good in the NFL we should just watch him. That's all.
I don't know. The kid had a hot tub in his dorm room. That told you everything you need to know.
Yeah, another one of California quarterbacks that make California quarterbacks look bad.
Exactly. Well, you're here on Friday. Obviously, we try to keep the show a little loose because we don't have that much topics to discuss. I'm gonna get a couple of topics and then we're gonna get into calling out names. So we're working on me, Morgan, Nick, and Cody. We're working on something for the future, and we're demoing it here as we're talking about certain debates. I've had this debate. Me and Mark talked about this last week. We talked about this Tuesday. Now I'm gonna bring it to you today. Which era wins with this game?
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's gonna be. Do you go with the silent squad, the silent generation, which is Kareem, Bill Russell, Wilt, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson? You got the baby boomers with Barkley, Akeem, Magic, Bird, and MJ. Gen X with Shaq, Kobe, AI, KG, and Tim Duncan. You got the millennials with Bron, Jokic, Steph, KD, and D Wade. And then you got the Gen Zers with Luka, Wemby, Ant-Man, Tatum, and SG.
You already know anything with Jordan. I'm going.
I'm not shocked.
What is that? What is that? The baby brownies?
Yeah, I for me, I said it'll come down to baby boomers and silent generation, but that silent generation is crazy.
Listen, man, I feel like when your 1 and 2 is Magic and Jordan.
Yeah, but when
you're 1 and 2 is Wilt and Kareem, what you gonna say about that?
No, we talking about him just at the point.
No, when you're 3, when you're 3, 4, and 5 is Wilt, Bill Russell, and Kareem, that's crazy too.
Man,
that's out of pocket crazy.
Listen, man. It at that point it depends on what game we playing. Is this the big man game or is it just?
Does it even matter?
Shit, with Jordan it didn't. Magic too though.
Yeah,
Magic it didn't matter.
But even when John first put that picture up, I said down those two. Like that's the two will come down to.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Here's another one, Will. and this is an interesting discussion.
Huh.
Which injury derailed their career the most? And you get some of these names on this list. You got
Well, I don't know if you can see it. It's Bo Jackson, Bobby Orr, Derrick Rose, Joe Theismann, Andrew Luck, Yao Ming, Drew Bledsoe, Penny, Sterling Sharp, Tracy McGrady,
Conor McGregor, and you can throw somebody else on that list who had an injury.
Grant Hill.
Yeah, you can throw Grant Hill on that list.
The derailed the most.
Yeah,
I say
I
got two.
Well, the two I do too.
Yeah,
I think we might have the same too. Maybe.
I got Bo. And I got.
Oh yeah, I know who you gonna say.
Who is Penny on there?
Yes, that's
I got Bo and Penny.
That was our two too.
I got Bo and Penny,
Bo
man.
Penny,
Yeah,
Bo and Penny, because I think if both of them stay healthy, we talk about a different top 5 in both sports.
you talking about we may have. Listen, y'all know I'm a Jordan head. I always say, man, from watching Jordan since day one, and every newcomer that came after Jordan, Penny was the only player that I saw and thought in Jordan's prime, which was not Penny's prime, that I was like, yo, this dude is overall better than Jordan, and it was showing on the court. And Bo, I felt like we may have seen, if Bo would have played,
My boy Mike D from Wrestling on the 313 said King Griffey Jr. should be on this list. This is what I say with Griffey.
yeah, but he didn't.
Griffey got hurt when he got to Cincy, right?
That's really
Yeah.
When
He had some good years in Seattle.
Great years.
Yeah.
Great
I mean,
years.
of course, but
I know what you're saying.
I don't think it mattered.
I don't think it because we talking about even with Derrick Rose injured early, Penny injured early, Bo Jackson injured early. You know what I'm saying? That's why even when they put Drew Bledsoe up there, I'm like,
and with Derrick Rose, we seen him reach, like, he got MVP.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm one of the few ones that said I don't think Derrick Rose would have got no better than
what we saw.
I
fucks with you on that.
Yeah.
I don't think there was nothing else he could have done. You become the youngest MVP in NBA history. I don't know where the ceiling is. No more.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have got no better than that. But like you said, though, when we saw Penny was like that his first 2 years in the league, dog, going crazy. Yeah, off rip. And taking the back seat, because if Shaq wasn't on that team,
nigga,
dog, and he gave up something. This is Shaq team.
Yeah. Penny, I feel like Penny never wanted to be not saying he didn't want to be the man, but he didn't have that attitude like, hey, I'm the man. I'm just playing.
He was an introvert. That was basically the whole premise behind the Little Penny commercials, because
that was the alter ego. Alter ego, yeah.
That was basically why Penny wasn't out there talkative. He wouldn't. But when he got on the court, he knew what time it is.
But I also think if you'd have forced Penny into that number 1 spot, we might have seen a different.
And that's crazy to know that Penny was not the number one in what he was doing.
Dog, and I know it's a lot of Laker fans on here, and I don't want to bring
a lot of Laker fans.
Well, you good? Well, they look too. Dog.
Wait, what am I hearing?
I was the soundboard.
Oh,
I was looking. I was on Instagram, and dog, they showed. John, you remember this? Y'all beat us, but when Jason Kidd and Penny was in Phoenix, and that was the year when Jason Kidd broke his ankle and he came back in the playoffs.
Yeah,
dog. Do you know Penny I think he had a torn ligament in his knee and put up 25.
Yep.
And I said, yo, this is crazy, dog.
And Penny wasn't even playing his natural position.
No, he wasn't. He was playing 2. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like, we seen it, man. Like, I just feel like, dog, if Penny never got hurt, I wish we could have seen an alternate universe where Penny never got hurt, dog. We talking about a different top 5 when it comes to all time in the NBA, man.
Man, I always wonder.
And I don't want Fat to hear that because fuck Fat.
I don't want. And let me say this: I always wonder what would have been like. So that if Shaq didn't
force his way out of Orlando.
No, if he didn't basically tell Orlando, y'all need to go trade for this kid Penny Hardaway.
Oh yeah, if he would have. Well, dog, then you would have had a Chris Webber.
It was Chris Webber and Shaq.
Yeah.
I remember years ago somebody was like, that wouldn't have worked. I was like, shit.
It would have. You know Chris Webber's skill level?
Shit. Nigga, what?
Definitely. might be definitely Grant Hill.
Oh yeah, Grant Hill. No,
Def-
Grant Hill.
Definitely Grant Hill.
Dog, even with the injuries, dog, we seen Grant Hill isoing Pippen and Jordan, dog. That's what I'm saying, dog, and going crazy.
Dude,
Going crazy.
Grant Hill was on a different level.
Yeah, man, skill level, man.
One few dudes from that other school in North Carolina I respect, but that dude was on a different level when he got to the Pistons. I'm like, man,
He was a different level when he was at Duke.
I know.
It's just his first couple of years. He was behind Christian Laettner. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just man, dude. And I just always wonder. We go back to this whole
Brandon Roy was nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Brandon Roy was a hooper. Will you appreciate Sterling Sharp? I feel like if Sterling Sharp didn't get
Sterling
hurt,
Sharp was my third on that list.
Yeah, if Sterling Sharp didn't get hurt, dog, again we shaking up the top receiver list of all time, man.
Sterling Sharp was.
I think the top 3 is still solidified, but
Sterling's in that top 5. If you have to,
if he don't get hurt, yeah, dog.
After Rice, Moss, and T.O.,
Yeah.
Sterling is telling a lot of people take a back seat, man. But back to this whole Penny Chris Webber thing. So we got Chris Webber in Orlando. We would have got Penny in Golden State with Tim Hardaway and Sprewell.
I think they would have traded to Tim Hardaway.
So we would have got Penny and Sprewell.
See, and that's the thing where I think we would have saw.
Wait,
I think we was.
Sprewell wasn't there yet.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
He was already there.
He got drafted in
The year
92.
before.
Yeah, he got drafted in 92. Penny got drafted in 93.
Yep.
Shit. Wait, hold on. Time out. Joe Smith would have been on that team too, right?
Yeah, Joe Smith got drafted in 95.
I don't know.
If
Joe
they
Smith
were-
was
if
number
they were-
one
if they
pick,
weren't
right?
that- yeah, if they
I
weren't-
don't think that had
I don't know
position.
if- I don't know if they would
I
have
don't been in a
been that
position to have number one.
Oh,
pick.
number one pick.
Yeah,
I don't know if they would
But-
have been that bad.
but I would have liked to seen
But we know it would have been Penny and Sprewell.
Penny and Sprewell.
Penny and Sprewell, Billy Owens.
Billy Owens was nice.
Billy
too.
Owens.
Billy Owens
Billy
was
Owens,
good
that
too.
squad.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
Chris Galling was a 5 on that squad, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Chris Gatlin.
He's a defensive guy.
Chris Gatlin. Was
But
on
I
that squad.
see again playing.
Chris Mullen was on that team still, right?
Yes.
She.
Hey, man. Mark, you don't know the story, but I tell the Mark all the time. You know, Run TMC had the chance to get Patrick Ewing.
I heard about that, man.
No, that's not the one that be having me.
No, I ain't
That's-
going there. I'm not doing that.
What?
I be wanting to stop the show when I be hearing one of these trades.
What? Who?
You know the infamous 84. Well, what should have happened? What could have happened in the 84 draft?
Jordan?
You talking about Jordan going to Portland?
No.
No.
Jordan was going to go to Houston.
Oh, to Houston
And
with
we-
Elijah Wan
with
Yeah,
King.
they was going to trade Ralph Sampson in the third. The Bulls were going to trade the third pick for Ralph Sampson.
they would have won right away.
and continue winning,
Yeah,
and didn't stop winning.
they would stop.
It wouldn't even matter.
They would have been winning now.
They would have been winning now.
Jordan, Akeem.
She damn.
It
Yeah.
didn't matter who else you put on that team,
It
man.
wouldn't even matter. They wouldn't have been sorry enough to get Kenny Smith. They would have probably had. You had Scott Brooks and Matt Bowler. There's Scott Brooks, Matt Bowler.
Matt Bowler had a jumper though,
Yeah, that's all.
and that'd have been perfect for that
Exactly.
team. That'd have been perfect for that team.
Mario Ellie.
Mario Ellie wasn't bad.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to draft Robert Horry because they would have been too good.
Didn't really matter.
But
It didn't really matter.
But it would have been. We would have saw Penny and Sprewell. Moms. I'm sorry. Oh,
Nah, it's me.
you want me? It's me.
Nah,
It's me.
nah. Yeah, so. Mom's in the building, everybody.
All right.
Just fresh from the dead folks' house just now.
What?
Wait.
What'd you just say, John?
It was fresh from the dead folks' house. Am I lying?
All right. All right.
Yeah, we had him up there moving dead bodies.
John, you been moving dead bodies, man.
I had to move 3.
John, that's illegal, man.
Yo, this dude is
And the legal one is at a funeral at a funeral home.
this nigga John really the Undertaker, man.
Which one?
Shut up, Mark.
The real one.
I was moving. I had to move from the garage to the inside because the garage is hot.
Oh,
I've been saying this all week, man. John, I don't want no problems, man. Praise God.
I hear you. What up, Steve? But yeah, that's
she. What up with it?
But yeah, that's an interesting. I had to ask Will about that one because that.
You know, if we have one about receivers, dog, that'd be interesting for Will, man. Because how I get with point guards, and you know how I get with point guards and quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's how we'll get with receivers.
What's the question we asking?
No, I'm saying if you have one of those, like,
Oh, don't worry, don't worry, I'm gonna find one. And we're gonna be right there, and we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, here's another one I want to ask you. We talked about the other day, Will, and I thought this list was blasphemy. They had the top 10 post players. So look at this list. So Bob Pettit, George Mikan, Jokic, Karl Malone, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell, Kareem 4, Wilt 3, Akeem 2, Shaq 1. Russell, I want to know, as much as I hate Boston, why is Kevin McHale on this list?
Kevin McHale post game was crazy. I just want to know why Kareem not won. When it comes to post players, and he had the most unstoppable shot in NBA history.
I think that are they going by dominance? Or are they going by being skilled in the post?
I think
I got mine too. I'm ready,
I
man.
think it's a combination.
We
of
doing
both.
a podcast out there.
It's a combination of both. Their dominance, but their skill set. That's what. Obviously they're going when they're looking at Shaq.
For the dominance.
Is the dominance.
And
He's all dominant.
And he had a good.
He has
He had a skill set too.
But we all know with Shaq,
It was power. It was power and dominance.
But when you look at a king,
If we're going for skill, I think Akeem got to be number one. I'll go with Cap at 2, and then I'll go with Tim Duncan
over Will.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, man. Listen, Will
Hold up.
listen. First of all, man, don't get me started with Will. Dog, I think it was just I put Will in. Believe it or not, I know everybody say Wilt was an athlete. He can run, he can jump. Okay, cool. But like, I don't think from the highlights that I saw, he didn't have to really use the skill. He was bigger than everybody. He just turned around and put the ball in. Versus Dream and Cap that had that up and unders, hesitations, hook. You know what I'm saying? Like they develop.
I see what you're saying.
A skill.
No, I see what you're saying.
Wilt and Shaq are like the same to me.
That's why I would say I'm not mad at Kareem and Wilt. Kareem and Hakeem being 1 and 2. For me, Kareem. I got Kareem, dog. When you have the most unstoppable shot in basketball history, it's hard for me to say I'm putting somebody above that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you couldn't stop it.
But then when you go to Hakeem's like just skill, dog, Hakeem was crazy in the post. Dog.
They had a crossover. They had a crossover in the post. He for real. He did.
Yeah, dog.
He did.
Yeah, dog. It's different, and he taught guards.
Yeah,
Footwork. That's
what
for
I'm
real.
saying. That's what I'm saying, dog. So
And I got Tim Duncan at 3. If we talking about
skill set, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Because again, when you say about dominance, that's when Wilt come in, and that's when Shaq come in. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
All right.
But 1 and 2 for me is Kareem and Hakeem.
Okay. Here's an interesting one. Most clutch performances in sports history. So here's some of the top. This is some of the top 10 sports clutch performances in all time in sports. At number 10, they had Joe Carter's walk-off in the '93 World Series.
Man, fuck that.
What? That was against the Phillies.
Oh, it didn't. Good job.
That wasn't y'all.
Yeah.
That wasn't y'all. That wasn't 92. That was 93.
They didn't beat us that year. They beat us the previous year.
I know. This was
Fuck the Phillies. I'm glad Joe Carter did that.
All right. Jack Nicklaus in the '86 Masters. Reggie Miller's 8 points in 9 seconds against the Knicks. The Miracle on Ice goal. Brady's 25-point comeback in the Super Bowl. Jordan's shot against the Jazz. Jesse Owens' 4 medals in Berlin. 4 gold medals in Berlin. Adam Vinatieri's game winner in the Super Bowl. Christian Laettner with the buzzer beater.
One of the most known shots in college basketball history.
And obviously for Will knows this one pretty well. John Montana Super Bowl winning drive in Super Bowl 23.
That was
Dwight Clark.
That was the catch, right?
Yeah. The catch. That got to be number 1.
That is number 1.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is number 1.
Christian Laettner got to be up there.
That's
number
2.
Where you at?
Right
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Vinatieri was 3. Jesse Owens was 4. MJ was 5 on Brian Russell. Brady number 6 against the Falcons. Mike Azzaroni, who hit the game-winning goal for the USA against the Soviets in the Miracle on Ice game. Obviously, Reggie Miller, 8 points in 9 seconds against the Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks was stupid.
Charles Smith.
Y'all ain't got Tyus Edney up there?
Well, this is on my list. I found this on.
Oh, this is pros.
No.
This is
College.
all sports.
This is all sports because Christian Laettner on there.
Christian Laettner's on
Oh,
there,
okay.
So it's all sports. So
Was Tracy McGrady game in the playoffs? Or was it in the regular season when he had 13 points and what was it, 20 seconds?
I think that was a playoff game.
That probably should have been up there. He just got hot for no reason at that point. Remember that shit when he scored?
It was a point a second or something. A point every 1.5 seconds.
He
something
went
like that.
crazy, dog.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there. And then I want to get you guys' thoughts. Y'all can talk about this more than me. What is the greatest hoops shoe of all time?
John, you can talk about this too, dog.
I'm being modest, but obviously, when you go on the court, you want to have something comfortable, something that you know that you.
Are we talking about hooping or just like
Fashion of it.
fashion?
Well,
Yeah.
well, fashion we already know.
Because I'm not. If it's hooping, I don't know if I'm picking Jordan shoes up there.
Okay, we're not. We can do both.
Okay,
We can do both. Fashion wise,
this is gonna be Jordan.
It's Jordan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hooping, when you get out there, y'all go head down to the gym, go down to the 24-hour, or y'all was on the playground or something. You need that one shoe that you just have to get your game on in.
That's comfortable.
Yes.
The most comfortable shoe I ever hooped in was the original basketball high top Hirachis. That's the most comfortable. As far as comfortable for me. And then after that I'll go with there was these Adidas around like maybe like 2 years after the Crazy Eights.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to go with.
Kobe wore them, but I don't think they wasn't
Kobe shoes.
I think they were Kobe shoes.
They
Yeah, I can pull up a picture of them.
I'm gonna say
did they have white stripes and they was like they had one pair that came in black and the other pair came in blue? They was like long stripes, long Adidas.
No, I know what you're talking about. That was a team shoe.
Those were
I know. No, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold
I'm gonna say for me, them and I looking back at it, I hate that I hooping in low top kicks, but them Kobe's 6s, I want to say it was hella comfortable to hoop in. I'm a will the Hirachis, even the
2K4s.
I'm about to say the ones that got dubbed as the Kobe's, but they wasn't Kobe's official shoe. The 2K4s, comfortable to hoop in, and I don't know if you ever hooped in them. The Vince Carters,
The shots.
yeah.
That was a wave. Those was comfortable too.
Yeah.
Those was a wave.
Yeah.
That was a wave. You know, if you look at those original Hirachis in '91 when they came out, like a lot of people wore those.
A lot of people wore them. Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
They just didn't have no ankle support, but they was comfortable though.
For me,
this shit.
For me, the Timberwolves are now up 9. All right, for me, the shoe that I love hooping in was I liked hooping in the Crazy Eights.
I about to say Crazy Eights was comfortable as shit.
I loved when they came out. I loved hooping in the Crazy Eights, and then this one might be crazy. This one might. I probably will.
If you said the Grand Hills, dog.
No, I know I did play in some Grand Hills. The third Grand Hills,
the Feelers. I played in the popular Feelers.
The first ones, I had the first ones, and then the third ones, the ones that had the three little circles on the.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But the original Jumpmans,
Penny Hardaway shoes.
Oh, the ones that were half and half.
Yes.
Air Jordans, the greatest.
That was kind of like a play off the 12s.
The Jordan
off the taxis.
Jordans is the greatest basketball shoe ever when we talk about fashion.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are. They're called the Adidas Crazy 3.
Let me see. Those right there, the Jumpmans. Because to me, when I think of now the shoes that Jordan make, obviously they're more cross.
Dog, have you ever tried to hoop? Have you ever tried to hoop in the Jordans that they sell in stores?
No.
Right now?
I never
You talking back in the day?
Yeah. It was heavy, man.
Yes.
It wasn't to me.
It was heavy.
11s I killed then. They were comfortable.
That might be the best Jordan shoe to hoop in.
Now, I know
Mhm.
people who did that when it was in middle school. They hooped in the 11.
Have you ever hooped in threes?
Threes, I have. Threes, fours. I hate playing in the ones.
Yeah.
I didn't like playing the twos. The sixes I wasn't a fan of when I played in them. Like to me,
I played in sixes.
like to me, dog. Like once I started
I
getting
know,
like
I know these.
Nines.
nines. Once I start getting into like
I know them.
different Nike shoes, and I start feeling the difference in the. But I also felt a pair of Jordans that they're made for the players. It's it's a different shoe.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a different shoe.
And now the way to make the Jordans now, they're real light. The as far as the 40s, like they're kind of like cross trainers now. They're basketball shoes, but you can pretty much cross train in them. And that's what the other Jordans we had growing up really didn't have. So,
Hey, what you think about them Kyries?
I hooped in.
I know I'm saying which one. That's what I was asking you. Which one you think about?
I like
them.
them.
Yeah.
They gave me a comfortable feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the newest.
The newest one.
Hoop. Yep.
Yeah.
And then that year you let me wear when I didn't have no hoop kicks. I think you gave me some Paul Georges. You got some red ones.
Yeah.
Oh, and
them motherfuckers was comfortable, wasn't they?
and before that, I did have that was a comfortable shoe. I don't know which one it was. I had a KD.
The KDs are comfortable too.
Yep. I had a KD, like his third year or something like that, or fourth year. An all-star pair. Were all red. They was comfortable as hell.
Them I think them PG. Did we get them from the outlet?
You did.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
From the outlet. Yeah. Them motherfuckers are comfortable.
They was comfortable.
But like I said, dog, them Kobe's, and I hate hooping in low top shoes, but them even the high top Kobe's, the ones that after he tore his Achilles and he came out with the high ones, dog, them shits was comfortable.
I heard those was
comfortable to hoop in, dog.
Shout out he had those.
Yeah, Josh had some too. That's the first time
he did.
That's the first time I did.
Yeah.
That's the first time I tried them, dog. I said, let me see. Them motherfuckers was comfortable, dog. I had to go and get some, man.
yeah, so those are the debate topics we have for today. Now it's time for the final segment of the show. It's often imitated, it's never duplicated. Some people say stuff in the sports world that they get called out for, and we gotta call them out for them. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for calling out names. All right, so I got calling out names, and then and that's Bill Simmons. It's two people in one. It's Bill Simmons and Tim Legler. So they had a discussion on the Bill Simmons podcast, and the discussion was about the Oklahoma City Thunder. So let me play this. This is Bill Simmons. Okay. This is Bill Simmons talking about him and Tim Legler. What the Thunder would like if they didn't have SGA.
I think that's where I got it from.
All right. So I want to play this one with you. I don't want to play this. Yeah. So here's my calling out. My calling out names is Bill Simmons and Tim Legler, and they're discussing how many wins would a Thunder.
Oh my God, John! I'm glad you had this, dog.
Yeah.
I meant to send it to you earlier when I saw this.
When I saw this, I had to find it. But here's Bill Simmons talking about and Tim Legler, how many wins the Thunder would have if they replaced SGA with Brandon Przemski.
Specific at you. Brandon Przemski is now in the SGA spot and probably a little more AJ Mitchell. And everything else is the same. Jalen Williams still gets hurt. You have all the other guys. It's the exact same season, but I've replaced SGA. How many wins does OKC have?
With everything else on there,
Everything is exactly the same. I am just
went
replacing
exactly as it did this season,
Yes.
including the lack of availability of Jalen Williams.
Yes.
Okay. How many games would they win? My goodness, this is a tough one.
Yeah. So figure AJ Mitchell gets more of the SGA minutes in this
Right.
hypothetical world, and Brandon Przemski is probably off the bench. AJ Mitchell's probably starting.
Man, oh man.
64-16 is the record right now.
Mid 50s,
I had
upper 50s.
I had 53-29.
Okay, that's probably right.
All right. So we
Because-
You gotta be kidding me. You're telling me and this is no shade at Brandon Pajemski, who's a good player. Clearly, that's the only dude I pretty much recognize on the Warriors besides Draymond. Because that looked like a straight G League team like played last night. They looked like the Santa Cruz Warriors. But let me be perfectly clear. Do not tell me that if you take SGA off the Thunder and you put Brandon Pajemski in his spot at OKC, that they'll still win 50 games. You know what I got to say about that? Bill Simmons and Tim Legler, since y'all want to say this dumb crap.
How about no?
How about you ask me this? Well, if so you're telling me that if Brandon Pajemski's with Chad and J-Dub.
It wasn't J-Dub. J-Dub was hurt a lot of the year.
Right. It's like with Chad and J-Will and Lord, because obviously Isaiah Hartenstein was hurt for most of the year, that they're still winning 50 games. Yeah, okay. Let me ask you this. How much the Warriors win if they had SGA instead of Brandon Pajemski?
Wait. They still got Steph too?
Yes. You're tell me that Brandon Pajemski can still win 50 games with the Warriors with the Thunder. What the heck you think that the Warriors would do if they had SGA and then they're getting Steph Curry back?
Win the championship?
Get out of here, Bill. So, tell you about these Boston dudes, man. And tell you what, I know better than that. This Boston, what's wrong like Boston, man? Yeah, so I hate them. One thing that came out of Boston was John Cena and New Edition. That's it. Everything else is trash in Boston, man. I mean, I might throw some the new kids on the block, but it's all about New Edition.
Bob Brown.
Yeah, but let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I don't think I have nobody for calling out names tonight.
But that's all I have. That was stupid.
Did you make the announcement yet for draft night?
Oh, let's do that right now. So you heard we've talked about it. Our NFL draft night going down 2 weeks from Thursday, April 23rd. We'll be live at 5 for round 1 of the NFL draft. We all know now Fernando Mendoza, the projected number 1 pick, will not be at the draft. He'll be staying back with his family in Miami. That's his choice. Here's the deal. Sports4U's back with their draft, with our draft watching along.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. It's Mark. Nick Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cody. And I can officially announce.
Mm-hmm.
Ill Will will be in the building draft night with us for the draft show.
Sports for rules.
Yeah, there's gonna be no rules. Sports4U on a Thursday.
Sports for rules, you heard?
Yeah, Sports for rules happening with ballers and briefs and Mike and ladies.
He said the briefs on the ladies.
I said,
Yeah,
I guess the Breeze is showing up now that we know that Usher and Breeze is going on tour.
I'm getting some of them tickets.
Yo. So that's the big announcement. Ill Will be here with us on draft night. So make sure you're here. Get your, as Kansas say, order your wings for the draft show. Because there will be something that goes viral. The AJ Brown trade, like it happened back in 22. Obviously, last year we had Travis Hunter. The Browns.
That was 2022.
Yes, it was because 21 draft was 21 draft when my Broncos took Pat Surtain ahead of the Cowboys. That went viral. Obviously, we saw the 24 draft when Michael Penix,
Michael's what?
Relax. When the Falcons, when they took Michael Penix Jr.
I never learned.
Yeah, you good? You all right?
What happened?
You know that movie comes out the day after the draft show, right? But yeah, that's going down on April 23rd. We will be here. More details to come. All right, we're gonna get up out of here.
Wait, he rapping on there, Will? Royce. Oh yeah, John, my bad.
So yeah, we'll be here. But yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. Tuesday, we're back. The playoffs will be set. The play-in tournament will officially start. And it's only one show next week. As I said, I'll be heading out to Vegas by this time next Friday. I'll be in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. There's gonna be a lot of dope content out there. I'll be at the Busted Open party by Sirius. Relax.
See, wasn't just me.
And just it's gonna be a good night. I'm coming to redeem myself on the parlays. Relax. I said I'm coming to redeem myself.
Right after the Busted Open party. It's crazy.
Yo, y'all, see what we doing? Okay. What we doing, huh? I say I'm busted open. You coming and busted open, man. Y'all wild dudes, man.
I'm coming to Busted Open. Crazy, dog.
Okay, I see the type of crap we on tonight. All right. Y'all make sure y'all follow the rules and No Rules Podcast on Instagram. They was back last night. Missed episode. Go on the Instagram feed. Is there. Go ahead, like it, retweet it, and share it, and leave a comment or something. And be with them on Thursday night, 7:30, 8:30, 8 o'clock-ish time on Pacific every Thursday. From the No Rules studio. So we'll be here. Yeah, I'll be there probably that Saturday, Sam, but we'll see. But yeah, so we'll be back Tuesday. Myself, Mark, Nick, Cody, previewing the NBA playoffs. And that's gonna be it. Make sure you check out Tribal Wars on Monday with myself, with the rest of Fab Four. That's our final show before WrestleMania. And then I'm off to Vegas on Wednesday, and I'll be back. And then I'll be back because we got a busy week ahead of us for draft week. So next Tuesday, for only one show next week for the talk playoffs. The week after that will be our mock draft. The week of the draft. So
that Tuesday we will do the mock draft.
That Tuesday before the draft, we will do our annual Sports4U mock draft.
Me versus Nick.
Me, Nick, Mark, Cody. We're all gonna make picks for round one. And we'll see who comes the closest into getting most picks accurate. Oh yeah. Good luck with that, Sam, for real. If y'all don't know what's going on, Pam's a teacher for LA Unified School District here in our city. And they're going on strike on Tuesday. So we'll send some prayers off to all our teachers out there.
I stand with the teachers. You heard.
Take care of our teachers. Take care of our educators.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They're so unappreciated. Please. But we're gonna get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Friday night. Your Saturday. Your Sunday.
Get some head this weekend.
And I'll see y'all. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. Shout out to Will for pulling up. He'll be back again for the draft show. And we're finna be up out of here. The Minnesota Timberwolves have defeated the Houston Rockets. Are 6.3 seconds away from defeating Houston Rockets. So, and that means a lot because with that win,
the Lakers are playing right now, right?
The Lakers are right now who are playing the Phoenix Suns, who are sitting everybody because they are locked into this. They're locked into the play-in tournament, and that is a final. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeat the Houston Rockets 136-132. The Lakers are right now up 61-52 on the Phoenix Suns. If that stands and the Lakers continue to get the W, they will officially clinch the 4th seed in the NBA in the Western Conference playoffs, which means they won't have to play nobody on Sunday against the Utah Jazz, who weren't playing anybody on Sunday as well. But this has been Sports4U. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Ill Will. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. And glad our astronauts made it home from that mission. Please be safe, everybody. Peace.
For you, from the coast to you, 3 LA minds talking what we do, from the streets to the stats, from the bar to the chat. Sports4U. Yeah, we run it like that. Hit that link, lock that feed, John. Nick, all that you need. Sports4U. Every day, new seed, from LA roots to the whole world's league.